Always the professional. You know, the phone's not even on silent. Lads are chatting away about something to do in the past. It's late in the evening. The lighting is shit in the room. But it is what it is. Welcome back, all. Oh my word. Well, what a topsy-turvy time we have had recently. So, not sure what title I'm going to call this. I suppose I could call it Life, Death and Mental Illness. Whether or not that suits it or not, I don't know. I'll debate that while I'm doing this. But anyway, what happened? A lot of you know that there was a death in the family, and that death, it was like a curveball that came from nowhere. I'm not going to go into tons of detail because, let's be honest, you don't really need to know that. But it was to do with my wife's mother and father. My mum and dad as well, obviously. They are now. If you didn't know, I lost my parents. I've lost both my parents. Both my parents died a long time ago now. My father died when I was about 10, and my mother died 11 years ago. And I must admit that did hit me hard. And certainly with the recent death, it stirred up a lot of old memories, and really did upset me. Really did upset me. But anyway, as I was saying, it was a bit of a curveball. So, the mother, Norma, bless her, she fell ill, and we were very worried about her. And then the father, Dave, also fell ill. At one point, they were both in 2 separate hospitals. You wouldn't believe it. But the shocking reality is that where at one point we were worried for one family member, that the second one, all of a sudden, he's ill, he's in hospital, he gets moved to a specialist hospital, we managed to get him out, he's back at home for maybe about a week, he gets taken back into the local hospital, and unfortunately he died there. And from being sort of diagnosed, or rather, no, from when he felt ill, but he didn't feel ill, he suddenly went jaundice. David, his name was, Dave. Suddenly went jaundice. And, you know, he felt fine. There's nothing wrong with me. I don't know why. I just look like I've got a healthy 10 at the moment. He said to us, and you know, went and got himself checked out. Doctor said, no, I need you to go to the hospital, and it all started from there. But from that moment to actually dying was 10 to 12 weeks. That's all it was. I'm watching him slowly degrade really hit me hard, because this was the man I sort of secretly called Dad, and he'd been my father for over 30 years now. I never got a chance to actually know my own father, my real father. But yeah, and it's then dealing with it. Yeah, we all deal with it in our own ways, and I know I was suffering from a bit of depression. Just totally took myself away from doing the things that I enjoy, and zero motivation. I knew that. So then it's your mental stability and all that. Thankfully, I do have a fantastic boss and a great employer, and take it easy, take your time. If you need time off, just take it. I maybe had a couple of days and the weekend, so it didn't take me that long to bounce back, but getting it out of your system, I suppose, is really part of the healing process. Yes, I was crying. Had a conversation with my wife. My wife was absolutely distraught, and it's been very, very tough on her going back to the house where she grew up, knowing that her father is never going to be there again. So, we've had the funeral, we've done all that. It was, don't get me wrong, it was a very sad day, but at the same time, it was a very good day. We got to hear a lot of stories, because David almost travelled the world and had probably been to more countries abroad by the time he was 15 than any of us at hot dinners. His father was actually an engineer working over in Nigeria at the time, on the railways. And David spent the majority of his early years alongside him. He was actually taught, reading, writing by the local mums over there. He'd come back to the UK and obviously visit Mum, because that's where Mum was. He's got an elder brother, Peter. Although Peter didn't like to fly that much, he wanted to come back by boat. But as you all know, back then, flying from Nigeria to the UK wasn't possible in one go. So he'd stop off. So absolute sort of incredible early days that he had. So it's fantastic to hear all those stories about his early childhood and that I never knew anything about. So it was a fantastic day. And I suppose with everything, that's life. You've just got to get on with it and move on. But obviously at the moment the worst is behind us yet again, and you've just got to take each day as it comes. So anyone out there that suffers from this heartbreak, mental illness, I get it. A lot of me just doesn't understand it, if I'm honest, because with me it's either black or it's white. There is no grey thing. I do bottle a lot of it myself personally, but that's the way I deal with it. But it's good to talk, as they say. I suppose I'm talking to you lot now, in my own way. So that's why I've been missing for so long. You now know who's died. It was cancer. Unfortunately. Liver cancer. But by the time they'd realised that he had it, it was already too late. And it's an absolute shame. I've got a lot of respect for the man. I admire what he'd done with his life. And I'm so sorry that I'm never actually going to spend any time with him ever again. I got the memories, that's fantastic. Of course they are. But I really would have certainly enjoyed another game of Monopoly this year with him, because we used to have some great battles. And that's it, that's why I've been missing for so long. So I'm looking to try and maybe bounce back is the wrong word. I'll just nurture my way back into videos and get on with it. I've got a few planned. There's one I want to do about some games that'll be out just before the end of the year that I'm really excited about. So I'm looking forward to bringing that out. I'd like to say thank you to all my new subscribers. I really do appreciate it. Thank you very much. I'd love to get back into my Dead by Daylight. I've been missing that a little bit. But with what gone on, I've not really gamed, in all fairness. There's just been not wanting to, if you know what I mean. But I really do need to get back into this room. It's looking a bit dusty, and I've got a load of cack on the floor again that I need to sort. And I have got a pickups video, and I've started collecting for a system I never ever thought I would do. It sounds dead silly when I tell you, but that'll be for an up and coming video as well. So that's it for now. Thank you all for standing by me. Thank you all for your great messages. I really did appreciate that. Me and the wife really have appreciated it. And I'll catch you soon. So thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And I'll see you all again. Bye for now.